for joining this beautiful morning and chanting at the place where Damodar Lila happened. And there will be wonderful explanation will be given tomorrow during the meditation by Jiva Goswami and also Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. So looking forward. So also I would like to welcome Shiva Jyoti Mataji joined today first time, and also Shrahanita Rani Mataji joined. Welcome and hope and pray that you can enjoy the association of wonderful devotees. So with those, I would like to appreciate those devotees who is constantly striving to join on time and make this program successful by giving their kind association. Sneha Mataji, Advaita Chandra Prabhu, Atulya Devidasi, and Radha will join soon, I guess. Ishwar Krishna Prabhu, Ivy, Yamuna Sundari Mataji, Girivardhari Prabhu, Shyamlila Devidasi, Manani Mataji, Patit Pavan Prabhu, Shri Khan Pankaj Gupta, Divya Mataji, Taroni Radha Devidasi, Suman Singh Mataji, Parmeshwari Devidasi, Hanuman Prabhu, Raghav Chaitanya Prabhu, Gopal Hari Prabhu, Rukmini Priya Devidasi, Manmatha Anand Prabhu, Shundari Radha Mataji. Ram Prabhu will join later on, I know. Srinivas Acharya Prabhu. Akshata, I forgot to check with her why she is not joining. I think it's more than 4 days. Prasanna Visakha Devidasi, Murli Mohan Prabhu, Shraki Mata Devidasi, Parmanand Hari Prabhu, Nandan Priya Mataji, Nadia Kumar Prabhu, Saman Panchal Prabhu, Sistastika Devidasi, Kasturi Manjari Mataji, Amal Atman Prabhu, back from India. Welcome Prabhuji. Leela Manjari Devidasi, Sitala Priya Devidasi, Sachinandan Krishna Prabhu, Sugandha Raj Prabhu and Aradhana Devidasi, Vrajeshwari Priya Devidasi, Govinda Gita Devidasi, Yugal Priti Devidasi, Ravi Pamarthi Prabhu, Nishan Sharma Prabhu, Priyanka Mataji, Rohit Mishra Prabhu. No, Rohit Mishra Prabhu is in India, getting married. February 13, I think, Haribol. Saraswati Devidasi, Sankari Kaur Mataji, Ravi Pipilya Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Shumitra Radha Devidasi, Divyan Sen Saloni, Ganga Mataji, joined very late, Haribol. Pranath Gopal Prabhu, Radhika Prem Devidasi, Janki Khan Prabhu, Labanga Latika Mataji, Pandurang Devdas Prabhu and Damodarati Mataji, Vraj Vinod Prabhu and Anand Vinodini Devidasi, Nama Priya Devidasi, Prathmesh Prabhu, Shrikant Survase Prabhu, Yuva Shriyan Sudarshan Prabhu, Raman Krishna Prabhu and Leela Mangal Devidasi, Shriya Devidasi, Neeraj Srivastava Prabhu, Raja Ramdas Prabhu, Swedip Prabhu, Namanand Prabhu and Prem Vinodini Mataji, Anand Lila Devidasi, Nandini Mataji, Abhay Prabhu, Lata Oza, Kishore Krishna Prabhu is also not joining for some time. Haribol. Radhe, Vijay Keshav Prabhu, Bhadra Bharti Mataji, Kamal Mukha Krishna Prabhu, Rupa Vilas Prabhu, Uttam Bhakta Prabhu, Vallabhi Mataji, Bhakti Priya Devidasi, Tulsi Priya Devidasi and Jai Govinda Prabhu, Rajendra Prabhu, Sri Kumar Prabhu, Radha Seva Devidasi, Leelavati Devidasi, Sujata, Rati Vilas Devidasi, Nritya Gauranga Prabhu, Sudhir Krishna Prabhu, Shakishan Devidasi, Madan Mohan Kundu Prabhu, Advait Prabhu, Rashakida Prabhu and Anand Radhika Devidasi, Arvind Prabhu and Priyanka. Arvind Prabhu joined at 2:30 in the morning today. Haribol. Kamal Priya Mataji, Kamini Priya Mataji, Barshana Rani Mataji, Manoj Kapoor Prabhu, Radha Charan Prabhu, Shundari Leela Mataji, Jai Sachinandan Prabhu, Madhvi Gopi Mataji, Rukmati Devidasi didn't join, I think. Shubhanga Mataji, अभय मोहन प्रभु, चैतन्य रासदास, कांता माताजी, बलराम प्रभु, बालाजी प्रभु. I didn't see Devi Murthy today. Maybe she joined little later. Sarva Shakti Devi Dasi, Gadadhar Chandra Prabhu, Sanjay Prabhu, Tulsi Gimer Prabhu, Sarmista Sahi, Amit and Prem Priya Padma Mataji, Lal Gopal Prabhu, Mulli Gopal Prabhu, Ashish Khanna, Shri Padma Manjari Mataji, Vishal Bola, Puja Mataji, Sesa Kapoor Mataji, Rashmi Mataji, Lekha Mataji, Rathi Prabhu, Radha Vallabh Prabhu, Srinivas Charan Prabhu. No, he's not joining. I'll have to call him. Okay. Abhay Charan Prabhu and Shukriti Devi Dasi joined very early, 3 o'clock. All glories to their dedication. Shyam Sundar Prabhu, Harikatha Mataji. Gopi Priya will join later. Ashish Panchal. We miss Sachi Mata today. Suchitra Devi joined. Dinesh Prabhu, Raghav Perumal Prabhu joined. Pitambar Priya Prabhu, Kalpataru Mataji. Manjira Mataji will join later. Pragya Nagpal Mataji join. Gopika Mataji will join soon. Normally she joined by this time. Haribol. Then Kamlesh Tingra Mataji. Mahati Prakash Mataji. Uma Pavani Devi Dasi. Priyanka Jidagama. Rupak will join soon. Haribol, or he might have joined. Hari Kirtan Chauhan Prabhu and Neeta. Kapil also will join soon. Shyam Hari Prabhu, Samant Kumar Prabhu, Raga Bhakti Devi Dasi. We are wishing Vani Prabhu from Dallas for long now. Haribol. Yeah. Hemangini Chauhan Mataji joined. Haribol. And like I said, Siva Jyoti Mataji and Sahanita Rani Mataji joined. If I have missed someone name, please forgive me. Let's hear the wonderful song before Krishna.
Parama karuna bahudui jana nitai gora chandra. Parama karuna bahudui jana nitai gora chandra. Sabavatar sara shiromani kevala ananda kanda. Sabavatar sara shiromani kevala ananda kanda. 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 भजो भजो भाई चैतन्य निताय सुदृढ़ विश्वास कोरी. भजो भजो भाई चैतन्य निताय सुदृढ़ विश्वास कोरी. विषय छाड़िया सेरा से मजिया मुखे बोलो हरि हरि. विषय छाड़िया सेरा से मजिया मुखे बोलो हरि हरि. 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 देखो रे भाई त्रिभुवने नाय एमन दयाल दाता देखो रे भाई त्रिभुवने नाय एमन दयाल दाता पशु पाखी जोरे पशु पाखी जोरे पाषाण विदार शुनि जार गुण गाथा पशु पाखी जोरे पाषाण विदार शुनि जार गुण गाथा 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 संसारे मजिया रोहिली पोरिया से पदे नहीं लोआ संसारे मजिया रोहिली पोरिया से पदे नहीं लोआ आपन करम भुंजाए समान कहोए लोचन दास आपन करम भुंजाए समान कहोए लोचन दास 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 परम करुणा बहु दूरी जान निताय गौरचंद्र परम करुणा बहु दूरी जान निताय गौरचंद्र निताय गौरचंद्र
Thank you to the IT team. We have Raghav Chaitanya Prabhu. We have Saman Panchal Prabhu. We have Sneha Mataji. We have Ishwar Krishna Prabhu. So these are our IT team who manage these things. So I don't know who has done today, but I really deeply appreciate their dedications to, facilitate to hear this beautiful Vaishnava song. What a beautiful song we hear from Lochan Das Thakur. So we will continue reading the Krishna book. I think we are on the chapter 24, I think, worshipping the Govardhan Hill. Yes. So we will read one paragraph, which is a little longer, but I think it's always good to bring our memory back, because in age of Kali, we are so fallen that we cannot remember anything. What we have eaten yesterday, we can't remember. My dear father, there is no need to worship the demigod Indra, Lord Krishna said. Everyone has to achieve the result of his own work. We can actually see that one becomes busy according to the natural tendency of his work. And according to that natural tendency, all living entities, either human beings or demigods, achieve their respective results. All living entities achieve higher or lower bodies and create enemies, friends, or neutral parties only because of their different kind of work. One should be careful to discharge duties according to his natural instinct and not divert attention to the worship of various demigods. The demigods will be satisfied by proper executions of all duties, so there is no need to worship them. Let us rather perform our prescribed duties very nicely. Actually, one cannot be happy without executing his proper prescribed duty. One who does not, therefore, properly discharge his prescribed duties is compared with an unchaste woman. The proper prescribed duty of the Brahmana is to study the Vedas. The proper duty of the royal order, the Kshatriya, is engagement in protecting the citizens. The proper duty of the Vaishya community is agriculture, trade, and protection of the cows. And the proper duty of the Sudra is to service to the higher classes, namely the Brahmanas, Kshatriya, and Vaishyas. We belong to the Vaishya community, and our proper duty is to farm or to trade with the agriculture produce, to protect cows, or take to banking. That's where we left. So we continue. So Krishna identified himself with the Vaishya community because Nand Maharaj was protecting many cows and Krishna was taking care of them. He enumerated 4 kinds of business engagement for the Vaishya community, namely agriculture, trade, protection of cow, and banking. Although the Vaishyas can take to any of these occupations, the men of the Vrindavan were engaged primarily in protection of the cows. Excuse me. Krishna further explained to his father, quote, this cosmic manifestation is going on under the influence of 3 modes of material nature: goodness, passion, and ignorance. These 3 modes are the cause of creation, maintenance, and destruction. The cloud is caused by the action of the mode of passion. Therefore, it is the mode of passion which causes the rainfall. And after the rainfall, the living entities derive the results. Success in agriculture work. What then has Indra to do in this affair? Even if you do not please Indra, what can he do? We do not derive any special benefit from Indra. Even if he is there, he pours water on the ocean also, where there is no need of water. So he is pouring water on the ocean or on the land. It does not depend on our worshipping him. As far as we are concerned, we do not need to go to another city or village or foreign country. Very well. There are palatial buildings in the cities, but we are satisfied living in this forest of Vrindavan. Prabhupada, was visiting when these Prabhupada take these white elephants to India first time in 1971. Prabhupada was staying at the Hyderabad, one of the richest person in Hyderabad, very palatial place. Everybody got the separate room, nice, comfortable situations. And after that visit, Prabhupada came to Mayapur. And when he entered into the hut that they built for Prabhupada, Prabhupada said, this is my real home. So simplicity is more important. Our specific relationship is with Govardhan Hill and Vrindavan forest and nothing more. I therefore request you, my dear father, to begin a sacrifice which will satisfy the local Brahmanas and Govardhan Hill, and let us have nothing to do with Indra. Haribol. After hearing this statement by Krishna, Nand Maharaj replied, quote, my dear boy, since you are asking, I shall arrange for a separate sacrifice for the local Brahmanas and Govardhan Hill. But for the present, let me execute this sacrifice known as Indra Yagna. This remind me a wonderful pastime with my Guru Maharaj, Tamal Krishna Maharaj. See, over here, the Nanda Maharaj is attached to do this Indra Puja also. He said, I don't mind whatever Krishna you are saying to other things. I'll worship Brahmana and the Govardhan Hill, but let me also continue this. And this personality doesn't like it. And we will see what Krishna is saying. But I will quote one incident where I learned this lesson from my Guru Maharaj. I took my Guru Maharaj for a root canal. As I have said that he never take any local anesthesias or anything. And he had the root canal done. But afterward he has a lot of pain. So Gurudev told me that, and because I know the dentist for a while, because I was getting the treatment from him, that's how I end up taking Gurudev to this dentist. So, for whatever reason, Gurudev got the infection and he said, look at this. Actually, that cost so much money, but the dentist only charged me $250. But Gurudev said, no, I want you to get $250 back because he didn't do a good job. And I was trying to convince my Guru Maharaj that Gurudev, don't worry, we will produce, at that time, we used to produce the Janmashtami souvenir. And I said to Tamal Krishna Maharaj that I will get full page 8 from this doctor. So he will pay us $300. No, I want you to get my money back. So this is what the teaching we are going to hear from Krishna. He is telling Nand Maharaj, don't do this. After hearing this statement by Krishna, Nand Maharaj replied, my dear boy, since you are asking, I shall arrange for a separate sacrifice for the local Brahmanas and Govardhan Hill. But for the present, let me execute this sacrifice known as Indra Puja, and we will see how Krishna replied. Krishna says, my dear father, don't delay. The sacrifice you propose for Govardhan and the local Brahmanas will take much time. Better take the arrangement and paraphernalia you have already made for sacrificing Indra Yagna and immediately engage it to satisfy Govardhan Hill and the local Brahmanas. So when we deal with these saintly persons, we know, how they consider those different things, they just remain fixed. They don't deviate. And they can help us to become fixed. But Krishna replied, I said that. Maharaj Anand finally relented. The cowherdman then inquired from Krishna how he wanted the yagna performed. And Krishna gave them the following directions. Haribol. Prepare very nice foodstuffs of all descriptions, from halwa, pakora, puri, and all kinds of milk preparation, like sweet rice, sweet balls, sundaes, rasgulla, and laddu, and invite the learned brahmanas who can chant the Vedic hymns and offer oblations to the fire. The brahmanas should be given all kind of grains in charity. Then decorate all the cows and feed them well. After performing this, give money in charity to the brahmanas. And as far as the lower animals are concerned, such as the dog and the lower grades of people, such as the chandalas, or the fifth class of men who are considered untouchable, they also may be given simptius prasadam. After giving nice grasses to the cows, the sacrifice known as Govardhan Puja may immediately begin. This sacrifice will very much satisfy me. Unquote. So in this statement, Lord Krishna practically described the whole economy of the Vaishya community. In all communities of human society and in the animal kingdom, among the cows, dogs, goats, etc., everyone has his part to play. And this what I was contemplating when I was chanting, that I think that I'm gonna embark that project to visit all the devotees, talk to them, and see how can we engage in Krishna service according to their expertise and their abilities and their willingness. Because the manager's job is to engage everyone. So I'm gonna request Sarang Prabhu to take up those some of these very wonderful things that I have envisioned for it. So you will see something happening in this year, something that we have not seen. Let's see how Krishna help us to achieve those goals. Each is to work in cooperation for the total benefit of the society, which includes not only animate objects but also inanimate objects like hills and land. The Vaishya community is specifically responsible for the economic improvement of the society by producing grains, by giving protections to the cows, by transporting food when needed, and by banking and finance. You know, one of the devotee I was visiting, and he was asking me, that is it okay, Prabhu, to invest? And I said, yes. We have to be all the time, we have to be expert in everything. Krishna has given us and we should utilize. We should not feel like, yeah, we should not make like a very speculative investment, but investment has to be done. We have to take part and then the benefits should go to Krishna. So why we don't want to do just living in the bank, they don't give you even 1%. That's our stupidity to keep the money in the bank. We should. My Guru Maharaj also, whatever the Guru Dakshina he received, he used to, invest with the manager who was managing his account, and that account is now I'm managing at currently. So if you need any financial help also, please approach me. I can assist you in some way. From this statement, we can learn also that the cats and dogs, although not so important, are not to be neglected. Cow protection is actually more important than protections of cats and dogs. Another hint we get from this statement is that the chandalas or the untouchables are also not to be neglected by the higher classes. Everyone is important, but some are directly responsible for the advancement of human society, and some are only indirectly responsible. However, when Krishna consciousness is there, then everyone's total benefit is taken care of. The sacrifice known as Govardhan Puja is observed in the Krishna consciousness movement. We are lucky to have in Houston the Govardhan Hill. Haribol. Lord Chaitanya has recommended that since Krishna is worshipable, so his land, Vrindavan and Govardhan Hill are also worshipable. To confirm this statement, Lord Krishna said that Govardhan Puja is as good as worship of him. From that day, the Govardhan Puja has been still going on and is known as the Annakut. In all the temples of Vrindavan or outside of Vrindavan, huge quantities of food are prepared in this ceremony and are very sumptuously distributed to the general populations. So still in Houston, we are allowing the members to cook a nice in a clean pot with no those restricted items, and still we are offering to Govardhan. Actually, I remember in early 90s, we used to allow all these congregation members to do the Abhishek of Giriraj. And some, temple has some uh, obstacle comes in a different ways. So Tamal Krishna Maharaj asks, I forgot the Maharaj name in Mayapur, who is really expert in all these things. So he also mentioned, he was asking everything that how many Srila we are worshipping. And at that time we were worshipping Giriraj and the uh, Sudarshan Chakra only. So the Maharaj requested that we should never worship Srila in even number. So this is something that devotees are, some of them I have seen they are fond of worshipping Srila. Please make sure that you are not worshipping even number. It should be always odd number, either 1, 3, 5 like that. And also Maharaj asked that what other things are you doing? And then we mentioned that, we allow the members to do the Abhishek. And then Maharaj says, no, you should not allow any member to do because you don't know how clean they are. And if you don't protect the purity, then there is a consequences. So from that day we stop having the Abhishek done by the members. We have to be very careful whatever we do. We need to find out like this. Krishna is giving all this information, how to even perform. But why Krishna is telling? Did you see that? When Krishna insisted to Nand Maharaj that, don't wait for another one, just utilize this sacrifice. He insisted. Then we see that how beautifully all these Vrindavanvasi understood the mood of Krishna. So they wants to satisfy Krishna. So they are asking Krishna how we should do these sacrifices. So similarly, when we get the instruction, we can always ask, can you tell me how I can accomplish this, instructions? And they will reveal to us. This is something that we can learn from this example. Brajvasis are teaching us so many examples. So, the sacrifice known as Govardhan Puja is observed in all Krishna consciousness movement. Lord Chaitanya has recommended that since Krishna is worshipable, so his land. Like we remember the past times when Radharani cooked the feast breakfast for Krishna, and Krishna, when he eat the sweets, he make that like bad mouth showing Radharani that he doesn't like that sweet. And then Krishna is so smart that he gave that plate to who? Sridham, the brother of Srimati Radharani. And then he really joyfully eat that sweet and smiling. So Radharani understood that as long as you please the servant of Krishna, Krishna will be pleased. This is another thing we should learn. So similarly, we have to worship the land and the hill and the Vrindavan. This is non-different than worshipping Krishna. To confirm this statement, Lord Krishna said that Govardhan Puja is as good as worship of him. And from that day, the Govardhan Puja has been still going on and is known as Ankut. In all the temples of Vrindavan or outside of Vrindavan, huge quantities of food are prepared in this ceremony and are very simply distributed to the general population. Sometimes the food is thrown to the crowds and they enjoy collecting off the ground. From this instance, we can understand that prasadam offered to Krishna never become polluted or contaminated. Even if it's thrown on the ground, the people therefore collect it and eat with great satisfaction. I have seen some personality that they just go when everybody finish the prasadam and just take whatever is left over. Dr. Dhingra was one of them. He will not come when the prasadam we serve, and whatever left over little, he will scrap it up from this. Great personality. And Krishna reciprocated with him nicely because he dedicated his whole life saving to the temple. We are very grateful for his association and his contributions to the temple. The Supreme Personality Godhead Krishna therefore advised the cowherd man to stop the Indra Yagna and begin the Govardhan Puja in order to chastise Indra, who was very much puffed up at being the supreme controller of the heavenly planets. So any position you get, make sure that those grain doesn't come into our life. We should never feel proud of anything because what we have, we do not have any qualification. Everything that what we see good in us is because of the mercy of our Guru and Krishna. If they wish, they can take it away in a moment and we will become useless, wandering on the street. That's what our position is. So we should be extremely careful. Give respect. This is the sign of a humility. True humility is to respect every living being because everyone has the Krishna sitting within their heart. We can't disturb anybody. But I was in a position of managing temple and I have to say sometimes the harsh instructions, but that's a duty. Let's read. The Supreme Personality Godhead Krishna therefore advised the cowherd man to stop the Indra Yagna and begin the Govardhan Puja in order to chastise Indra, who was very much puffed up at being the supreme controller of the heavenly planets. The honest and simple cowherd man, headed by Nand Maharaj, accepted Krishna's proposal and executed in detail everything as he advised. This is what is required in our devotional practice. We receive the instruction. Prabhupada has given us everything. We read the book. Prabhupada says so many things. How it will benefit us unless and until we put in our practice at the same magnitude as Prabhupada has done in his life. Then we will see the benefit and then we will become so happy that we want to do more and more. Krishna service is like that. You know how the Brajbasis came to the level that they have no other consideration in their life except pleasing Krishna. There is no maintenance there. They're living so simple, very simple. And dedicate. I was listening the Niranjan Swami Maharaj, and he was also making the point. The real pleasure comes when you distribute your wealth, not consume yourself. By consuming the wealth yourself, it's nothing but bring the miseries in life. We have a particular quota that God has given us. We have more money come. It's not that we should start using for our own enjoyment, knowing where it belongs. Everybody has the particular quota that we should use. And Rupa and Sanatan Goswami has given us the basic rule, 50%. We should live our life with 50% income. 50% should be utilized for the God service. In all respect, our energy, our activity, in all respect, 50% your activity should be dedicated to Krishna. That's the goal. Maybe we can start with 5%, 2%, 1%, wherever we can. And as we do, we will regain the faith and we will become staunch believer of this process. And then nothing will stop you. And we see that so many saintly persons, They give so much, you know. Like Prabhupada used to give an example of Tata and Birla. And Prabhupada says that these two family will never be deprived of the money. Because still, if you see the Tata and Birla, they gave more than 50% for the charitable work. And they have no shortage of money. But who are miserable, they always hanker for the money. And still they didn't get enough money. So with those thoughts, always remain happy, jubilant, and totally fearless. Our life is totally controlled by the Krishna's will. So we should never be proud. As I was giving the example that one of my friend brother in 30 seconds his life get totally changed. It's not that he was visiting some new place. He was coming down from in his own home, coming down on the stairwell, slept and died on spot with the brain hemorrhage. And his wife was trying to save him. She broke her arm and she's in hospital and husband left the world. 30 seconds. It doesn't take that time to change our life. Don't be proud of anything. So with those thoughts, always remain happy, jubilant, and whoever you come across, give them a kind word that thy life also becomes jubilant, happy, and with no fear in their life, no disease in their body. Those devotees who dedicated every day, I want to offer my humble obeisances at the dusk of their lotus feet, who join from Connecticut, New Hampshire, Aurora, Illinois, Carbondale, New York, New Jersey, Virginia, Boston, Boise, Atlanta, Tempe, Phoenix, Austin, College Station, San Jose, Portland, Dallas, Detroit, Chicago, Naperville, Philadelphia, Charlotte, Baltimore, Baton Rouge, Alachua, Orlando, Jacksonville, Ohio, St. Louis, Loganville, Georgia, San Diego, Calcutta, New Delhi, Toronto, and Kapil will join soon from Alaska. They are 3 hours behind, but he definitely is joining every day. And so many devotees are coming, like Manjira Mataji. She don't join early, but she will always join, come at 7 o'clock to chant with 1 hour extra. So many devotees. And the Rekha will become, Radhika will be coming, Atulya Mataji's daughter. And Ranga Mataji's daughter will also join. So it is so nice. I'm so become happy when I see the young children join because then, I can see their fortune. They will be so happy, unimaginable. So that's the parent's duty. If you have a children, please tell them, come and join for at least one round, 15 minutes, and their life will become successful. So with those thoughts,